Hello, and welcome to CopTubeAmerica.com, where we teach you the elements of criminal law. I like to thank you, those who are teenagers, 13 to 17. Okay? Remember that 18 is the legal age of adulthood, and 12 is still your adolescence. Teenagers in America are appreciated, believe me when I say that, because everyone who has reached their 18th birthday can reach back and be happy. Why? Because they came through those teenage years and they're the most fun. That's when your parents kind of relax a little bit and give you a little rope. Hopefully, you don't choke yourself, as they say. Okay. So, our topic for today is going to be on lynching. It is lesson number 18. All right, it's a very touchy subject for some. It's a subject that some choose to ignore and not go down that path because it's quite upsetting. Um, some races believe that lynching, because they may be a passionate group of people, that lynching was an ungodly thing to be doing. All right, but that's in the past, and everybody has to understand that we have to move into the future, and that's why a lot of times things start with teens because there are adults who are old enough to understand things about lynching. Okay, so I want to first start out with talking to you, and then we'll get right into our lesson. But please do remember to take the pre-test and the post-test, the final test. Okay, they're only true and false questions, so you may earn your diploma, your certificate of appreciation. Okay, and that's to yourself. All right, to say that, ooh, I am a good person. I'm learning. I can learn. Of course you can. Okay, so we do have additional information if you need a little help or if you just feel like indulging 100% into what CopTube America has to offer. All right, these are 30-minute to sometimes I get a little over because I care. I'm very passionate about not just the law but about people, about leaving those to come that not even born yet a place that they can do what used to be done. Walk your dog in a park, for example, and not get raped. All right. Leave your car mistakenly running with the keys in it because you had to rush across the street and your car is not stolen or the keys are not removed. A safer, better world. That'd be nice. Okay? Because we do so much. Yeah, sometimes we do forget, and sometimes um, we become victimized. Okay? Because we're moving at such a fast pace, if you will. All right? And there are people who would dare to take advantage of those less fortunate, and less fortunate meaning those who are not quick off the line, okay, to move a little bit slower, okay, who don't think or have to think as fast as some, okay. There are sneaky people in life who do some darn ugly things, okay, what they call damnable things. And I hope you teenagers are not playing a part in that madness, all right, because there is a place for everyone who wants to hurt someone or damage property, okay. Hurting can be from simple uh, cut, all right, done with yeah, a knife, a little kitchen knife, scissors, okay. These have sharp points, even to a butcher knife, okay. Now there are people out there that use razor blades, shanks, all right. And there is a place, like I said, there's a very small room awaiting each one who cares and dares to do something like that. And everybody will be happy. Believe me. You do not have a right to take the life, injure, maim, or destroy anything All right? Understand that. Okay, what I want to talk to you a little bit about is freedom. Okay? Before we get on our topic here, about your freedom, appreciate it. It is a gift that does not have to be given. We're the only country that gives you freedom, and you don't even have to earn it. Wait a minute, I can feel a little BAM coming on. Okay, that's the truth. Show enough truth. Understand that. And it could be taken away. You can give it away by breaking the law, which is foolishness. That's like someone giving you $1 million. Now what you going to do with it? You going to throw it to the wind? Or you going to be careful in how you handle it, how you spend it? All right, freedom's the same thing. You have to be careful. Your parents did not give you freedom. Oh, wait a minute. I can feel BAM coming on. I love to have fun because it's wonderful to educate people. Bring you into the knowing of a thing. Because laws are not going anywhere. I don't care how hard anybody prays. They're not going anywhere. Now, who came up with that foolishness? If the laws were here for so many years, and they're good things. It keeps people whole and healthy. It checks and sees if a person is mentally unbalanced and hurting someone. It helps people to identify. Laws are the boundaries. Anyone that crosses the boundaries, we have to question why. Because laws are very simple to keep. You don't break them when you're 2 years old, 3 years old, 4. Then why would you even start breaking them when you become a teen? Make sense? Now, I know it does. I was a teenager. My mother asked me the same question. I see all these teens out here. Lisa, are you going to become one of them? As soon as you reach your 13th birthday, are you going to intentionally lose your mind overnight? And I just, because it can't be done. And it's a choice. It's a setup. Do not set yourself up for demise. Do not set yourself up to join the wild folk who dare to cross the line. You say, well, what line is that? It's the line that our leaders drew and said, if you do this, you'll be taken in. If someone does this, report them. Nobody's to be afraid of anybody. People like to turn 13, 14, 15, and all of a sudden you want the world to be afraid of you. All right? I don't know whether it's because folk get a mustache, hair grow long. Women, we come on our cycles. That's no mystery. It's all over TV. Oh, she mentioned periods. Hey, it's all over TV. Okay? They do sell menstrual pads and tampons. Guys, it's all over TV. Use a condom. Don't get so bold when you turn 13. Don't do it. Don't do it. There are a lot of people who will spend their teenage years locked away in a juvenile hall, in a detention center, a group home, a mental institution, and on their way to the big prison to stay. Because the United States is not putting up with it. And they don't have to. And when I say the United States, I mean the people. Everybody outside of you, including your parents, belong to the United States. You did not create not a one. You didn't put the breath of life in not one human being, including yourself. Nobody has the right to take a life, to hurt anyone. Go do some push-ups. Go to the beach, like I advise adults to do. Mother, I think I need to go to the beach today. All right, honey. Then she might just say, but darling, we cannot afford it. Well, you go right on here and go onto the computer and bring up this beach scene. But whatever it is that is troubling you, put it away. Put it away. Do not entertain those thoughts in your mind. Nothing bad in your mind. There are boundaries set. Freedom does not mean you have the right to swing off the chandeliers of life. You don't have the right to get on a highway and go as fast as you can because you want to. Freedom doesn't mean that you do things that come to your mind, all right, or you get a feeling, and I want to do this because I believe it's creative. I believe it's going to set me on the right path. I believe it's going to make people appreciate me more. I believe it's going to make people respect me more or love me more, care for me more. Hey, hey, hey. Sometimes M-O-R-E is enough. More is too much. Enough. That's what just enough. You gain those things the more active you become in helping society. People will respect you. People will love you, care for you. Okay? Yeah, it's not an automatic thing. You have to earn it. You have to earn it. School teachers are nice when you're in your teen years, all the way through school. They can't kill you. They can't hurt you. They're not allowed to. They'll be breaking the... wait a minute. Do I feel a bit... Bam! The law. Okay, kids? All right, understand that. If you don't want to be free, I tell you, do a beta test on yourself, if you will. Go in your room every day after school and lock yourself up in it. Or ask your parents, would you please remove my cell phone? And everything in my room would just have a bed. Do a beta test. You know, check it and see if you can tolerate being locked away. Take every nice thing out of your room. Just do it. They don't have to do it. And they might think of you, wait a minute, where'd you get this idea from? Are you crazy? No, I'm just doing a beta test. Put myself in check. Give myself boundaries. So when they remove everything, or you remove everything, put it in the garage or in the basement, but just get it out the way. And all you have in there is a bed, no beautiful sheets, no nothing, okay? No bedroom slippers, no nothing, okay? Have an old nice pillow there. Take that pretty cover and make everything white. Because that's how it'll be when you're locked up. And if you could change your mattress to old rubber and sleep on the floor, that's how it'll feel when you're locked away and you're locked up, because they can't trust you and your freedom and your thoughts about how freedom should be, how long it should last. Freedom only lasts until you break the law, but you got to know where the boundaries are, and that is what Cop to America is about. Teaching you the boundaries. When you've crossed the line, just not when. We don't want you over the line. We just want you right here. And the line's over here. Okay? We don't want you to be bored and not ever have any fun. But it's not fun if someone gets hurt. It's not fun if you're breaking the law and someone can't go to sleep. It's not fun. And they got to get up for work. You don't need to wait until you up in your 20s or have a job to understand that. It is about respect. Your freedom cannot impose or remove the freedom of another. So we have laws. Now, if you want to go live in another country, you get old enough, be my guest. You don't have to stay here in America. You don't have to tolerate Americans or American law. Bye. It's real simple. There are 700 Caribbean islands, but I bet you just as soon as you get off that plane or off that boat, you're going to learn them laws so you don't get what? Oh, wait a minute, I can feel another one. Bam! Locked up. See? Go to China, Japan. Soon as you get off that plane, you're going to look around. You're going to learn how to read. Why don't you do it here? You're going to try to be the best person you could possibly be. You can't trust anybody. You're going to have to read everything. And you're going to have to read the laws. You have to learn the laws and their customs and their ways, not to offend, not a one. You can't express yourself like you think you can. No. Somebody taught you wrong. Or maybe there's somebody in school that's suffering from a mental illness and they don't even realize it and they just keep breaking the law and you think it's okay. Sometimes it works that way. All right? But let's get into our lesson, and I think that you understand. You don't like America? There's always international flights. Okay? Go maybe try to live in another country. Just try. And you're going to see. You break one of those laws, they got you. And you're going to be put away. A nice little tight room with nothing in it but you. Maybe you get a bed, maybe you won't. Does it really matter? If someone hurt you, I always want you to think about this. If someone hurt you, wouldn't you want them to be arrested, put away? If they killed your mother, raped your child? Yes. Everybody, yes. Yes, you're right, Lisa. You're right, retired Officer Burnett. Whatever you want to call him, you're absolutely right. If someone broke and intentionally or unintentionally threw a baseball through your window or your car window, what would you say? Hey, you got to replace that. You got to fix that. You can't run away and damage property freely because you feel like it or it was just simply a mistake. That's why everybody has to be careful. All right, and I'm going to keep giving y'all these talks before we go into our lesson. Got to counsel folk. It's not enough just to jump into things. No, I care, and I want you to know I care. And there's a whole lot of other people who care. Our staff, all right? Teachers, they care. Now people say they're overburdened. That's because there's some wild folk, and folk won't calm down. Other than that, teachers are ready. They're ready to teach y'all. Come on now. But you can't be hoodlums. Now, say you have a child, okay, and they're in school, and you see every beautiful thing in the world, or maybe they're taking singing lessons or dancing lessons, and there's this person who lacks control, and they always interrupting and running through and tearing up a hoodlum. What would you have to say about that? Because, that's a disturbance. Your child cannot learn. You understand? Maybe one day you'll be married. Accidentally you may have a child, but still, you do not want nothing that came out of your body, okay, or the body of another, a close relative or a friend, to be harmed in any way or to be disturbed when they're trying to climb the ladders of life. Now let's move forward, okay? Because we all getting tired of hearing things that are unnecessary and unnecessary evils. That's not nice. Okay, and it is nice to be nice. All right, lesson number 18 is on lynching. All right, some people are very passionate about this, but I want you to understand this law is so old. But understand, out of these 100 most repeatedly broken laws in the United States of America, this law, I am happy to say, very seldom gets broken. And when it does get broken, woo, everybody in an uproar, and that's how it should be. All right? Let me get you to understand this one thing. Blacks are not the only race, African Americans, that had people lynched. Stop it. Stop it. You got to stop it. That's like being so hypersensitive. Somebody automatically got folk to hate another group of people. Well, white folks weren't the only ones doing the lynching. Wait a minute, I can feel a bam. Bam! Hey, did you know that? No, black people lynched too. Okay? African Americans, back in the day, they did a little lynching too. Okay? Orientals, Asians, they were lynched. They were put into slavery. Jews were lynched, put into slavery. What is everybody talking about? I'm so tired of this me, I world. When everybody has been hurt. Every race has experienced the same thing. Poverty, lynching, death, suicide. Every race, there's gay people in every race. What are you talking about? There's macho people, there's muscle people, there's feminine, there's models, there's bald head folk, people suffer from alopecia in every race. Every race. You cannot be a protector of your own race when you don't know what truly has gone on and you're not sympathetic to the other race. That's wrong. You have to be well-rounded. You got to pull yourself together. And don't allow anybody to set you up and give you anything that, information that is, that will put you in a position, because see, they may be setting you up to go to jail. See, when people look at me, they go, oh, well, call me a BIT, and you know the rest of that. Don't bother me now. Because I know what they're trying to do. See, just because you're a teenager, don't mean you should automatically get set off. Roll your eyes. Stop it. Cuss. Stop it. Okay? People know when you starting stuff. Don't be no starter. Start mess. And don't be so easily to be swayed and set off by anything that goes on this soil and anywhere in the world. You're not underdog. You're not Batman. You're not Robin. You're not Superman. You're not the Cape Crusaders. No, you're not. Because as soon as they, bam, shut that door, those bars, you can't pull those bars apart. When you're a child, your imagination is worked on. And it should be done in a very constructive way. You can't jump off of buildings and take flight. You can't jump off of bridges and swim. By the time you get down to that water, it'll feel like you have jumped head first into a cement floor. I know I used to be a high diver when I was a kid. Okay? It's not fun. Because as soon as you hit the water, believe you me, you're going to think about some things. So, trust me. When I tell you, don't do it, I mean don't do it. Those waters look beautiful. Them just stay right where they are. Don't even come to the face. Don't go to the water face to face. All right? And if you survive, you might be brain dead. Well, wait a minute. Not brain dead. You might be sitting up after a while, and that's serious. And you see yourself in the mirror, go, why did you do so? And then you live to 100 years old. Or you live well into your 60s, 70s, 80s, and 90s. Then you go sit around. Don't nobody love me. Well, what happened to you? Well, and you have nobody to blame but yourself. Don't do foolish things with your freedom. Don't let anybody manipulate you and talk you in or talk you out of your freedom. Talk you into losing and putting your freedom and casting it to the wind. What? It's precious like money. Hold on to it. It's like a check you have not cashed. Hold on to it. Okay? All right. Lynching. It says, life imprisonment upwards to death for this crime. Okay? Now, I just wanted you to know that before we got started. Let's get into our lesson. Please do. Okay? Elements making up the crime of lynching. There are 4. And what did I teach you about elements? They're like snowflakes. And they come as one little snowflake at a time. And you could take that snow together and put it together, and it's called a snowball. If you take it apart, they're called elements, things that make up a thing. In law, there are elements to each crime. There are acts that you commit or someone else commits. Or someone has talked you into committing. Remember the lesson on accessory, committing with them. You cannot allow somebody to be the brains and you be the hands and the feet to a crime. No, you are participating in it. Understand how the law works. We catch everybody. When them writers sat down so beautifully, and if you love the law and you love writing, it's a poetic thing. But they sat down and thought about this thing, and they're going to catch anybody at any turn. And you have nobody to feel sorry for but yourself. And we don't want people to go around with their head down. Not in America. Okay, we're a beautiful place. I love America. Oh, it's so nice. And we need to clean this joint up. Like clean up your bedroom. Everybody just start walking around picking up trash. Or even start. I'm down for that. Or even get a, I thought about this before I finish here about your elements. I thought, why don't you talk about job creation? Somebody invest, or a group of y'all invest in a street cleaning business. Communities will pay for these things. Yes, they got machines. You don't have to sweep by hand anymore. We in America. All right, everybody love America. All right, look, get into our lesson. We have 3 elements, right? I'm not giving you 3 elements. That's what you need before they put the cuffs on you, or somebody tells on you, or they see, oh, 1 element, because everybody's learning now. 2 elements, and they picking up that phone, and they calling. What? That could be your brother, your sister, your mother, because some folk are given awards and rewards for turning somebody in like a lawbreaker. Don't even test the law. Don't push. Don't do nothing. Leave it alone. That's one thing folk got to leave alone. All right, it says, number 1, the defendant unlawfully killed. Is that simple enough? All right. Don't forget, when you were a child, you were a beautiful child. And now you're a teenager. Don't throw away your adolescence. Okay? It says, and don't let anybody say, oh, she's changed. Oh, he's changed for the worse, they're saying. Number 2, the defendant, which will be you, all right, killed with malice aforethought. And please do look up your words. Like I stated before, I'm not going to baby you guys, okay, by giving you meanings to every word. No. Mm-mm. Okay, be on point. Care about yourself. Indulge, if you don't mind. Number 3, it says the killing was premeditated. You thought about that thing. You had it all planned. Remember I taught you about planning and plotting crimes? All right? How many people does it take for planning? How many people does it take to plot a crime? They don't care if you're related or not, or know the person. Don't do those 2 things. Accessory, do not help others in their mess. Best friend or not. You my gangster or not. Husband or wife, I don't care. You will get the same sentence they get. Number 4, and the killing occurred at a location. Now, understand, please do, that these laws will be read to you out in open court. Someone breaks the lynching law. The judge, as the courtroom is quiet, and you can hear a little ant using the bathroom on some cotton. And he reads it, or the clerk reads it. That's what I am reading to you in every one of these lessons. And you may also see them posted in the video and in the website itself. Okay? So there's no way around it. We also have flashcards. We have crossword puzzles and word search puzzles. Really trying to help. The Derek program is fine. McGruff is fine, but we're getting everybody. Everyone is subject to break the law. Whether they do it intentionally or unintentionally, it matters not to judges and juries. You did it. So please walk carefully, gingerly around this earth. Know what you know. Okay? And pass the word around. Because you don't want to see your best friend locked away. That'd be one of the saddest times on this earth. They might as well even died. Okay? Now, what is the penalty for lynching? Life imprisonment upwards to death for this crime. Penalties for lynching, damages that occurred and occurred, will begin at $1 million upwards. Now, what can you do with $1 million? I would hate to have won the lottery. And then you got to give that money up. Whoa! Feel like you would hate to reach your teenage years or go into adulthood after you learn this and get into it with someone and lynch a person. I don't care how you do it. It says the defendant unlawfully killed. The defendant killed with malice aforethought. The defendant, the killing was premeditated, and the killing occurred at a location. I don't care if they're hanging from a tree. I don't care if they're hanging from a roof or a house. I don't care. Lynching doesn't have to be hanging. It didn't say anything about hanging. It just said right here. That's why I said you can't go on the definition. Oh, what is a lynching? I just told you. It is what it is. It is what it is. It doesn't mean somebody hung somebody to a cross. It didn't say that. Go by what retired Officer Burnett is telling you. This is what the judge will talk to you about. Did you do this? We're not interested in the picture. We don't want that image. We don't even care. Right here. Did the person die? Did you kill him? Bam. Over. Everybody knows what it is. People say, well, you know, it's black against white. That's a lie. Don't look for a reason to hate anyone. Nobody's hating on you. Don't take up a cause you know nothing about. Because, oh, well, this gay person was tied in Texas to a post. They lynched him. Hey, but did I just teach you? Stop it. I'm not playing with anyone. This is lynching. The defendant unlawfully killed. The defendant killed with malice aforethought. Did it say anything about hanging or nail anybody to anything? No. I don't care what they did. I don't care what would show up on video. Person being dragged. No. Nobody wants to hear that. Because you're trying to gain a person's sympathy. Trying to get people angry. Hold on. It says the killing was premeditated and the killing occurred at a location. It didn't occur. I don't care if it's in the sky. When the writers wrote this, they didn't mean where it was. Did you do it? It says $1 million. Read your Cop to America Elements law book. Read it. Know what the elements are. Plus cost of court. A conspiracy charge can be added to most crimes, which will increase or double one sentence. One page. Do not get into these things. They don't care how one person or a group of people, it did not say that. Read it word for word. Did this happen? Understand. Stop reading into things. Quit painting pictures and images to think. It didn't say anything about that. So a lynching doesn't have to be the way people perceive it. Oh, I call that a lynching. Well, I call that a hanging. No! I call this lynching. Period. In the subject, pada ping, pada poom. Understand. Know what you know. Know what the attorneys know. Know what the judges and police officers know. Don't get into all what grandma said, how they used to learn images. People didn't know long words, big words. Folk didn't go to school. Leave it alone. Let me teach you. Okay? Now, life in prison, real quick now, if you choose to do that. Like I said, go use a little beta test on you. Take everything out the room. Matter of fact, your parents can put a key on the door. And you do what? And they take the key. Ooh, we gonna love this. Some of them put the bars up in the window. Really get a true experience to see if you want to jump in with your friends and get to killing somebody, or you want to kill somebody yourself. I don't care about Ku Klux Klan and lynching. Did it say anything about, ooh, they must have a white wardrobe with a little white hat on with little holes in its face? So you can see, did it say anything about fire? No. It didn't say anything. I just taught you what lynching is. So stop. It didn't have a race in it. Didn't have a creed or a color. It didn't even have a sex. Nothing. You don't look stupid. Don't let no one play your head. You can read it for yourself. Because the judge will surely read it. You show up here. All right? Now listen. Women, a lifetime, you get started in your teens or something like this happens, you report it. Listen, for women, the life expectancy is 86 years. Oh my goodness. You can't have no kids. You get involved in something like this, there's a lot of people locked up for accessory to this crime. Mm-hmm. I don't feel sorry for you. You had no business doing it. You cannot say you know that taking a life isn't wrong. What if somebody took your life and your mother's like, all of a sudden it's wrong? That's the funny thing about selfishness. Bullheaded people. People don't understand. You don't want the cops on you, but you kill someone. Or you were a part of it. You got to be out of your mind. Now that's when they really lock you up and throw a key away. All right now. I mean, I don't want my teens to talk about this, not unless you're talking about it right. And please review your books. If you're going to do a paper on lynching, please get out the law. All right, some people were locked up for the wrong things. That's about as bad as not knowing how to read. Men, life expectancy now these days is 84 years. You want to start in your teenage years? They can call it gang banging. Whatever. I do not care. Care about your freedom. You don't owe it to anybody to be locked up and locked away. Now, y'all not going to be buddies for long. And once after the jail, y'all get to go to separate parts of the United States. Ask. And we have prison representative from the correction facilities along with us. And we understand everything. We got all kind of wonderful minds. All right? We're going to teach until we turn blue in the face. There's 6,000 video library we're building and test. I want y'all smart. Protect yourself because people will trick teenagers in the conversation. All right? You women, you don't want to be locked up for 45 million minutes. Men, you don't want to be locked up, guys, for 44 million minutes. Women, you want to be locked away for 753,360 hours? No, I already know the answer. Guys, you want to be locked away for 735,840 hours? No, I already know the answer. I'm not even a guy. This too is posted, broken down in minutes and hours and months. The sentences that will be given. And how in the world you going to pay them $1 million that they'll put you on assignment as we close and listen, washing dishes for 10 cents a day. And there's a pile of them. There's a pile of them. Okay? Be afraid of that 800-pound gorilla. And this truly is an 800-pound gorilla. Do not start this mess in the United States of America or go anywhere. You don't want to be a victim, then don't be a perpetrator. Paybacks. And honey, you don't want to be locked away. There is no dental care. The food is horrible. You don't get quality menstrual pads or tampons. You're going to sit up there. Who you going to have sex with if you have urges? You can't shower every single day. You get old bottles and stuff. What? And if sometimes they forget to feed you, that's it. All right. Let's wrap this one up. Thanks, guys. Okay, we're moving right along to lesson number 19, and that's mercy killing. All right, and I'm going to share some things with you, and I want you to pay attention, because I care. I'm glad someone cared about me to make sure I wasn't a sucker to someone's theories about life. You have your own theories, and do keep them, because they're probably good. But don't you buy into nobody's pains and theories. And you feel me? No, I don't feel you. Run. They want you to get involved in their mess. No. Go get your A's, your B's. And if you're a C student, bring them on up. Life is fun. Okay, don't go around feeling sorry for folk. They want to get you in their mess. They want to get your money. They want to get in your house. They want to get in your pants. They just don't care. Well, if they don't like their life, introduce them to cop2america.com. Maybe we can make them out of lawyers. Okay, then they'll start liking their life. Look, guys, you know what I'm saying. All right, let's keep it simple. All right? If you're not good in the books, you better be wise in them streets. And I mean it. Did you hear me? If you're not good in the books, be wise in the streets. Don't end up homeless or incarcerated over no foolishness such as lynching or any other law. All right, do something. Be wise. Love your freedom like it's money. Hold on to it because it can't be taken away, and you can be tricked out of it as well. Don't wait till you're sitting around 30 years, 10 years, 10 minutes after those cuffs are on and say, you know what, why I do that silly little thing? Why I do something so stupid? Don't do that. Don't have regrets. All right? All right, take care. All right. Take your test now. You can do it. Come on, guys. Show adults how to do that thing right. You show us how to do everything. Show us how to dance and everything. I already know how to dance, but some of them need a little help. All right, guys. Peace out. Bye.
The weight of my mistakes depends on how I feel. Don't let it bring you down. The weight of what I say depends on how you feel, but I don't want to bring you down, down, down.